HeartlandHipHop.com is a station. We in the studio. I'm your man at who is DJ B, aka DJ Brandon. We have on the mic, on the mix, we have a Raindrop featuring Cool Kid Q. Throw Them Bands, local Columbus music. They popping out here. I really like that song. It's kind of club feel. Tell everybody what's up. So we got some people in the building. Introduce yourselves again. We're going to get into this topic.
Yes, sir. KP in the building at K513P Instagram.
Yes, sir.
We got Rob P at Robert Pasker on Instagram and Twitter. You already know.
And DJ Breakdown at DJ Breakdown on Twitter. At I Am Breakdown on Instagram.
There it goes. So now we're gonna get into one of my favorite games. One of the things I like to do is draw some topics, see if people are buying and selling it. So we went through this last weekend. We thought of some topics, me, Rob, KP, and we thought of topics. We'd send them out there, and we're gonna play buy or sell. So the first one that we have is buy or sell Drake being the highest rapper in the game. Drake just recently won his first Grammy Award. One more Grammy Award than Nas has won.
Wow.
And he also just dropped his new video for I'm gonna tweet it out on at who is DJ B on Twitter. It's the started from the bottom video where he is dancing in a white Bentley in the snow in Toronto. It is dancing like Ghost riding the whip. And so is Drake now the highest rapper in the game? 2013, is Drake the highest rapper in the game? We're going to start around the table discussion. Opinions from everybody.
Starting off 2013, I say at this point, 2013, Drake is the hottest. He's hot right now. You got Problems with A$AP Rocky, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. He's on that. Started from the Bottom is hot. He popping right now. Started from the Bottom is hot. That's like my favorite song right now.
Anybody says he's not the highest rapper in the game?
Well, let me say this. When you say buy or sell,
I'm going
to buy 78% of that, but I'm going to hold out just because, starting from the way he is hot because he could just have a song and come out with it and everybody got to listen to it. Already it's like 5,000 remixes and everybody's hopping on this beat. So he is the hottest when it comes out to people checking for him. I'll give him that all the way.
Yes.
I don't know if the song really had anything in it for me to be like, once he releases 1 or 2 other songs, I probably really won't listen to Started From the Bottom that much. Other than I'ma do me, give a fuck about you. Other than that, there wasn't really too much in there.
Did it kind of sound like, to me, it kind of sounded like the song was incomplete. Like, maybe it got leaked kind of early, and he didn't even.
I think he just wanted something to have a buzz.
Just something
you don't put your verse out. He's already there. He is. So I guess he got to be the hottest then, since he's already there. I was thinking kind of 2 Chainz is right where he is when we saying people checking for you and want to hear you. Like, he can hop on anything and they want to hear his verse.
I was feeling your 78% because like he hasn't locked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He hasn't locked it up. There's still like a 22% chance that somebody could just drop. That wasn't the best song.
Or Future. It's simple stuff like, these cats is like, they come out with a mixtape, and Future's mixtape for me, everybody want to hear it. They want to hear every song, every other song. It's all over Instagram and Twitter, verses and all that. So it's like, He's A- right now, but not.
I would go along with. I was going to say 2 Chainz still carrying it on, coming from 2012. He's still one of the hottest right now,
Right.
if not the hottest. I think between him, Drake, 2 Chainz, Drake, and Future, they kind of battling for that hottest title right now.
I say 2 Chainz. The 2012 2 Chainz was like the 2007 T-Pain, like the 2006 Lil Jon. It's always one. It's always one, that one person with the ad libs or that has that's around for a little minute, man. But honestly, I think 2 Chainz, I'm not gonna say he's on his way. He's still hot. I'm not gonna say he is cooling down, but he's still hot. I saw him at the All-Star game performing with I don't even know what song it was.
Who was he?
I didn't see it.
I forget. I saw it. Yeah.
I know.
So he kind of fizzling. He's saying like
he getting. I think his time is ticking. I say that.
Like Gucci Mane had his run. You know,
Yeah.
he just dropped another mixtape, Trap God 2. But he's still a big name out
He
there.
gonna be there.
But he not. Yeah, he's still gonna be there.
Yeah,
He's not going nowhere.
yeah,
But he's not as hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel the 78% going to Drake too. I do. But like I really don't know much about Future, but I do hear that he's hot. I feel the 2 Chainz comments. Kendrick Lamar has always been around to me, and I'm a West Coast kind of guy. I'm always around, so Kendrick Lamar is starting to finally come around mainstream, and his name is starting to ring bells, and I'm hoping that he brings along J-Rock with him, because people really slept on J-Rock. But the way that I heard about J-Rock is watching YouTube videos of Dr. Dre in the studio with Snoop, and they was like bumping his album like crazy. Like they straight gave him the G stamp, like this is that dude. So when you're talking about the hottest right now, Drake is pretty much putting out the most. It's just like Rob P said, man, like the 2000 T-Pain, it's like Drake can be on hooks. You know what I'm saying? Only thing Drake probably ain't done is produce a track. You know what I'm saying? Like let him get on the engineer board, or give him an MPC or something, and let him work that, and he'll probably lock up that other 22% that we're not giving him right now.
Like when Eminem finally started making beats. I remember when Eminem started making beats, I just thought that was just so ill. I think when he did Renegade, like with Jay-Z, and he got on that, and I was like, Eminem is making beats too.
Yeah,
he rhyming and making beats. I think that would be a nice little thing to see. A
man,
Drake
I'd
beat.
be scared to hear a Drake beat, man. It might be some flutes.
Drake beat with some flutes in it.
But I guess it just depends on who he be under. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you got Eminem, who came from Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? And you hear Eminem beat, and you be like, okay, that kind of sound like a Dre beat, but Eminem got his own style to it, so it's an Eminem beat. So if you had Drake under, like, you're laughing at that. But I'm just saying, if he has to like step outside of his camp, and because definitely has to step outside of his camp. But if he really goes to somebody like a Timbaland or A-Rap music, you know what I'm saying, go up there and mess with Dipset for a little bit, he might come out with something. You never know. But then again, it's like he got that female base. So he don't have to make nothing hard. He can make something nice and soft with the harps and everything.
But you know what? You touched on it. When that Slow It Down, when he did that was a banger.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't have no cello solo in the middle, I think he will be all right.
Or at the end, man, because at the end of his songs be killing me.
He just taper off.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like a mix of like a sad R. Kelly. I can imagine like a really slow banjo playing to a Drake beat.
Yeah, some other stuff. It's gonna be different. But you know what? But when he did the Aaliyah, when him and 40 did the Aaliyah setting, I was feeling that.
Right.
Like, I'm really surprised that didn't really kind of. Well, I think it was like the beef behind it. How you not? It just slowed the momentum for that track all the way down. Because I mean, who wouldn't want to hear another Aaliyah song?
Right.
And she's one of the greats, so I mean, who wouldn't want to hear it?
All right, so next topic. We're going to take a little bit of sports. We're going to talk about Big Ten basketball. It's a big night coming up today. We got number 1 versus number 4 in the Big Ten. We have Michigan State versus Indiana. Buy or sell, somebody from the Big Ten winning the national championship in basketball this year. Actually taking back to home the crown. It hasn't been done in the last few years. We got close last year with Ohio State going to the Final Four. Do you think, buy or sell, somebody in the Big Ten winning you can go percentage chance also. Your percentage chance if you think somebody in the Big Ten is going to win the national championship.
I'm buying. I think if we have a better chance this year of bringing something home in the Big Ten than we've had in a long time with Indiana, Michigan, and maybe even Ohio State, if they can pull it together, we're going to have some people competing for that trophy.
I think so too. I'm definitely on a high buy. I'm on like an 80% side of it. I'm really excited because we got the best teams. We got the best squads. We got Michigan State that can do that buckets. We got Indiana inside, outside. We got Ohio State, who's just like a sleeper.
Sporadic.
If they eat the Wheaties on 3 days in a row, you never know what happened at Ohio State. You know, they get some good. They sleep in the Holiday Inn Express. They can wake up a genius and just go to the Final Four again.
I need to see the brackets, man, to keep it 100. I feel like we got the best chance we've had in a while. We got a lot of teams that can compete, but you know, brackets mean everything to me, man. You could catch you know, some miscellaneous Valparaiso come out and they make it all the way.
Mason.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cinderella, and they gonna jump on him too, like, oh yeah, they're gonna make it. So I can't say for sure. Indiana's looking. If I had to say anybody, I'd probably roll with them. Maybe Michigan, even though, you know, it's just one of them things, like, they shoot a lot of threes. Are you gonna be hot every week?
They don't have no inside presence.
You know what I'm saying? But they got the balls to shoot it though. So, and if you are hot,
you can
it
win.
Is what it is. You got one of the nicest players in the country. So, you know,
eat them Wheaties 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
they could go
like a 68% for the Big Ten. I mean, the rest, all the other conferences, I mean, just in general, like your top 10, it's a shakeup. Like every week, it's somebody going down. So, you know, it's a big chance we could do it this year. You know, I mean, I would like to see the Buckeyes, but they so up and down. You never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Frustrating.
I see it as maybe a good 6 to 8 teams coming out of the Big Ten. Probably coming into the tournament strong, but I'm only gonna give them a 65% chance of somebody coming out of the Big Ten to even make it to the national championship. So, I mean, because you got to look at how things are now. I mean, Cincinnati's not too far out of the top 25. You got VCU, which I'm pretty sure nobody in here could probably, like, if somebody said VCU, probably nobody would be able to get that unless because I just looked it up.
Shaka Smart,
right? So
that's all I can think of. Shaka is nice. He is waiting on the. You like Shaka Smart as a coach?
Yeah, I love him as a coach.
He's waiting on the next big job. Like, I think he's going to go to VCU, and then he's going to mess around and go to who's having an off year this year. He's going to mess around and go to, like, he's just going to go somebody big,
Tennessee.
Big time. Bigger.
Somebody.
I'm thinking big, like Georgetown or something.
Yeah.
Like Georgetown. If Georgetown has a bad year, I can see them firing their coach and getting Shaka Smart. And that would just be it'll just be Georgetown for the next 20 years again.
Other conferences are always strong, man, like the Big 12, the Big East, the ACC. So it's kind of tough to say, man. I mean, you even got Oregon in the top 25. That's kind of tough. Like, that's kind of tough to swallow. So I don't know. I give them a 65% chance right now.
Is Miami out of the loop with everything going on right now?
Oh man, nah. Miami's up there.
I don't like Miami because they just started. I don't like them 1 year wonder teams. Like, you had to been in the hunt for at least a couple years in your program for me to like you. You know.
But, like, what was it? San Diego State.
Yeah, San Diego State, but they didn't win it though. They didn't win it all.
It was like the buzz was there.
Yeah, they went a couple years strong.
Right.
They went a couple years strong. Miami was pretty good last year. They weren't great, but they were pretty good. They just needed a couple more pieces, and I think they got those pieces this year. I don't think they're built to win a championship. I think they still are maybe like a piece away, maybe a wingman away from winning the national championship.
How far you think they'll make it in the tournament?
Probably third round.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They'll probably get swept by a potential Cinderella story that'll probably never happen. But I think that I'm a big Blue Devil fan, but I don't even believe that they're gonna win a national championship this year.
They get that ref love, man. They mess around and be there.
Gonzaga is always tough for the past couple of years, and I said yesterday that Florida was the best team in the country right now. So I'm sticking to that right now.
So people, all right, talking about weak and strong. We had this is another topic for buy or sell. We had a rapper, Freddie Gibbs, say that rappers who do reality TV are weak. And I want to read this quote from one of the most famous reality TV rappers. His name is Benzino. All right.
Who is that?
Benzino, we all know him. He's done I don't know,
Source Magazine.
Source Magazine, Love and Hip Hop. He's made songs. I believe it because he's told me, but not because I've heard any of them. But I did hear a Stevie J and Benzino track called "How Deep Is Your Love." I thought that was cool. I thought it was a pretty cool song.
I didn't know he was still doing music. I thought Eminem ended that. I thought Eminem killed that.
It was a decent song. All right, so here goes Benzino's response. He said, "I definitely listened to Freddie's joints. He's definitely got some hot stuff. But I think nowadays, as far as with the whole social media reality TV, it's now added to the whole format of hip hop. If you look at how it was before, it was really just popular music on the radio. As far as television shows, radio award shows, hip hop has evolved in a lot of places. I think reality TV is another part of it, and basically showing what you got and your stuff is just another format. That's all. He's definitely entitled to his opinion as far as how he feels, and he thinks that rappers should do. But at the end of the day, he's got to do him, and everybody else has to do them. Do you think that reality TV is making rappers weak? I'll ask the panel. Do y'all think reality TV is making rappers weak? Y'all like it?
In a way, yeah.
In a way, I agree too.
Why? How do you agree, KP?
I mean, some instances, it does make them, and sometimes it gives the appearance that they're weaker than they. See, they try to give us a tough appearance or like a certain perspective with their music. Then once you see them in their everyday lives, like on these reality shows, it makes them seem a little sensitive, a little soft. It gives that appearance. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are those things.
Yeah.
I think it creates some type of like cognitive dissonance. Like he was saying, they put on this air in their music. Like for instance, T.I. You see him with his family, you see him with his wife, his kids, and they in the hotel, and you get to see the beef for his wife and her hairdresser and how he handled it and how he doing book signings. But in his music, he talking about being on the streets and F&Bs and all of this. And it's just like, dude, you don't do that.
He's not as bad as Cash Out. I think if Cash Out had a reality TV show and he put up in a Honda Accord, we all be looking at him kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about.
I just look at it from like a couple of different sides. So majority of the people who doing it need the money. That's kind of why they're doing it. Which I'm. If you in the game and your records ain't selling, and I don't want to. I'm thinking consequence first thing to come up to my mind. But why not do it? Because it ain't like you making anything else, and it's going to give you a little more of a buzz, and then people are going to check for you, and now you can go out and you can do appearances and shows, and it's going to help your money instead of you just fading to oblivion and nobody ever checking for you anymore. So I can understand it from that side. I personally don't really like reality shows like that, but I know everybody watch them, and all I hear is, "Oh, did you hear? And that was crazy." Everybody puts on this facade like they're different than anybody else. Their life is just like everybody else's, except for some people are really caked up and they have nice events. And then now that they know cameras are there, they go over the top just to make it look like, look, I do these things that you'll never do. But in reality, 2 years ago, you was just like anybody else. So I just look at it like, it's a little bit of a hustle. I respect it because if you need money, it's an avenue, and I ain't mad at people taking an avenue to get money and bread and better themselves.
It's that desperation. It's that desperation that can definitely be off-putting. Nobody wants to see a desperate person because desperate people do things. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see that because then if you're not selling, that means that you're just willing to say anything on there just to get on TV for that check.
Most of them are.
And if we don't see them on TV, like we just see them in their normal lives, like they might really just be like us. It's just the cameras. When the camera's going, they putting on a show, and I really think I agree with Breakdown. Like, they just like us, really. They humans. They make mistakes, and I feel they really ain't as caked up, and don't got all that stuff. It's all a facade. You know what I'm saying?
Rob said something about T.I. I think you said something about T.I. being not living his life in his rhymes, right? But I think T.I. is the only one that is actually living his life that is keeping it 100 on his reality show and on his rhymes. He talks about, I think when I listen to T.I.'s music, it's always like in past tense. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about stuff that he did. Like I did watch the Trap Back Jumping video. It was like a 10-minute movie, but it was all about things that he used to do and how people used to talk about that life. Now, what you have now is he got his girl. She is not the hottest looking thing in the world. We all can know this, right?
She used to be.
She used to be, but T.I. like, yeah, she pretty to me though. Like Eldre said that the other day on the show. She pretty to me, you know what I'm saying? So T.I. is the only one that's keeping it real. Like, you know, I think T.I. is the only one that's keeping it real. Stevie J didn't even have a car when he started loving hip hop Atlanta. He was driving around. What was that stripper girl's name? I can't even think of her name right now. The one with the bad accent.
Jocelyn.
He was driving
I don't even
Jocelyn.
watch these shows and I know her name. That's why I know it's like it's just it's taken over because, you know, I mean, who knew and who needed to know Jocelyn before this? Nobody. But I know her. And,
Yes.
You know, if she come to the city,
She
could get people will turn out and they. You know, it's all the same. I don't care. It don't got to be hip hop artists, and I think that's the other thing. We shouldn't be singling out hip hop artists because they took in this avenue. You got Ozzy Osbourne biting off bats to the, you know, all this, but now he got his family show and his kids in there, and
he got everybody in his family got straight off that show.
Yeah, so he just said, you know, I have this persona, and I'm gonna show you I'm human. But at the same time, I'm going to go do what I do when I go on stage. And, you know, the other side, I'm saying white people, they don't really chastise him for being human. They don't say, oh, Ozzy ain't at home drinking cow blood. Right. They don't care. We like his songs and his music, and we got to get from trying to make T.I. go home and sell 4 bricks for us to feel like, you know, we got to respect him. Like, it would be stupid for him to have this type of money and then really come out here.
Yeah, you expect him to live in the suburbs. Like,
don't do that. That would really show me that he was ignorant.
Yeah, yes, I definitely agree. And he blew his whole family up. Ozzy Osbourne blew his whole thing up off of that. His sister got a show. I mean, not sister, his wife. Right, his daughter.
Judge. What is she qualified to judge?
Right. She was just before the show. She was just Ozzy's manager that people knew in the background. She wasn't nobody. She wasn't a personality. She had a daytime television show on network TV on the bunny ears.
Yeah,
just off reality TV. That's that hustle. I think it's a good thing for people. I'm buying reality TV all the way around. Long as you not real recognize real, and if you just a fake person. And you a fake person and you on the show selling 4 bricks and you T.I., that's where I have a big problem with.
I'm not buying Bad Girls Club and all that bull like that. They gotta eliminate that, man. That's where I draw the line. There gotta be a limit somewhere. Like,
and basketball wives, they're not even actual wives and all of that.
Yeah. See, that's where I was like, man.
That's why I can't stand reality shows, period, because they don't make any sense. You got 16 and pregnant. I'm like, why would you want to even put people in that kind of light like that? Now you're gonna have more girls.
America loves to see all these shows, and I mean that's what they want.
See, and now you're starting to involve little kids. Like y'all ever
Honey
watch
Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo?
I watch Honey Boo Boo.
I watched Honey Boo Boo like 3 episodes, and I'm just like, this is some hilarious stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel stupid at the same time. Like, why am I watching this?
Right.
Like you learned negative something today. Like she definitely just makes you feel
away from my intellect today.
Yes,
I just burn like brain cells, like just watching that show.
She needs a tutor or something. I would like to see Honey Boo Boo on reality TV.
You can't even speak straight right now. You can't.
Know why?
Honey Boo Boo.
I got this thought in my head. I just want to get it out so quick because if I let it linger too long, I'm gonna have Honey Boo Boo on my mind all day, and it's not healthy.
Get it out.
And I'm tired. Like in Bad Girls Club, it wouldn't surprise me if every girl on Bad Girls Club has like a domestic violence issue in their relationships because all they doing is just fighting on TV all day. It's like Scrap City. It's just like Scrap City. That's all they doing.
Most ignorant show on TV. You try to get girls who think they bad so they can fight other girls who think they bad, but then they're not supposed to fight.
The only reality show that I found realistic, the most recent one was Jersey Shore. That was the most realistic reality show I could watch. I could stand to watch.
I was a Jersey Shore fan. I used to catch that every third. I used to be watching I had to be there for the opening credits. I was T-shirt time. It was T-shirt time when it was Jersey Shore time. Right. It was like so real. I was just watching them and they just doing. Like they living their life like it's a whole movie. Yeah, it's a movie, right? In person, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Like Jersey Shore
I
t-shirt
wasn't
time.
a fan, man. I wasn't a fan.
I was a big Jersey Shore guy.
What about College Hill? Whatever happened?
Oh,
College Hill was at my school, Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They described they got this year before I got there. That's actually one of the reasons I chose Southern. Was College Hill?
College Hill.
Because I guess it did some good, man. You know, it showed you.
I never even heard of Southern.
Life.
I never even heard of Southern before College Hill. I heard of Grambling, but I didn't hear of Southern. And then they had Southern University. They told me a story when it first came out. They had a riot on campus. People were outside, like in the back of campus, like jumping, like so hyped because Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Scotlandville was on the map. They actually felt like they had done something
Because of riot.
And actually, I used to know. Like I used to remember No Draws. Y'all remember No Draws is?
I remember the name.
All right, see, that's what I'm saying. This has shaped my life.
Yeah, that's some down south.
That's some down south stuff. No Draws
No
was on the
Draws.
show. I actually was in student government with some of these people. But one girl was super fine. She is super fine. I'm trying to think what her name was right now. But she was in SGA with me.
Crazy.
Yeah, she was super fine, bro. Like it was definitely, it shaped my life.
I couldn't
Delano was
imagine.
super cool. Like these people are still, I'm pretty sure they could still do shows in Baton Rouge if they wanted to right now, off the strength of the reality TV. But if you're not keeping it real, just don't be cash out. Talking about you cashing out and you driving a Honda Accord. I hope he listening. I want to see what kind of car.
He gonna call in.
He gonna call in, cash out. Let me know what you think. What if we followed you around on your camera for 30 days? Is the water still gonna be on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that single is not popping right now.
Good gas mileage on the Hondas.
I got a Honda, right? But I'm not talking about cashing out.
Atlanta, a big city. So.
I respect everybody. Keep it real. Keep it real. Get a Honda. It's on you, but your first single can't be cashing out, bro. You just can't be cashing
His name
out.
is Cash Out.
You can't, like, yeah.
But you know what? So again, like I can see 70%. I'm gonna give him another percentage. You know,
Yeah.
he wants the image, or you want to portray like, because eventually, if his songs do good, he will be cashing out. So I'm not so duper. You know, just don't act like you always been caked up. Started from the bottom sound better than, you know, like, okay, yeah, I was broke and now I'm getting on, I'm getting myself together. This is what I will be, undeniable, you know, all that type of. I can get behind that, but again, that's music preference. And
I can get
and
behind. I can get behind like a hunger record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
like
I gotta, because everybody has this moment in life when you wake up, and I think everybody out there listening across the country, they have a moment where they have to get up and get to work because they hungry for that check. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? Man, Rob P, working 3 jobs.
Man, what?
You gotta get it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah.
Cashing out.
I'm on a mission,
Cash it
man.
out.
Definitely, I'm on a mission.
The
you know?
mission. So Rob need a turn-up record every now and then.
Like, you get
Oh,
your
yeah.
checks like cashing out for real from one to another.
Those are the records that I respect. Those are the artists that I respect. I don't respect a lot of these new ones that are starting out like, oh yeah, I'm making all this money, and then you kind of find out they're not really making all that money.
It's
So
like, if they don't put on that persona, I mean, we won't support them.
If they don't put on the persona, KP was saying that if you don't put on the persona, we're not going to be feeling them. I feel like, yeah, tell me more about that, KP. What you mean?
I mean, like, you know, if you're not talking about the cash, you know, driving the nice whips, then you know, you're really not going to support them per se. You know, we like to hear about that stuff, and we like to dream and think we can get to that point someday. You know what I'm saying? We want to be just like them, just like what we see. You want to dress like the artists. You want to be fly. You want to be swagged out and drive the same whips as them. We want to think that that's something attainable for us. So when they talking about that, and that's how we feel we can achieve that. We can reach and grab that too. But if they not, you know, like you mentioned, maybe a Kendrick Lamar, you know, some of these rappers out now, like Wale, you know, Kanye, before they rapped about all this fame and wealth, you know, they kept it real. But they didn't get the recognition.
J. Cole.
They didn't get the recognition. You know what I'm saying? Now they at the top, you know, reaching the top of the charts because of the persona they.
Yeah, like J. Cole, you ain't got to have a gimmick. You know, just keep it real. Just keep it real. I think J. Cole, that J. Cole essence is what it's really about. So what we gonna talk about the essence? We gonna talk about the motherland. Let's take it back to one topic that we saw. As soon as I saw this, I knew that my man Rob P would like this topic. Kim Kardashian. Tell us about Kim Kardashian, Rob. I'm gonna see if I want to buy or sell it.
All right, there was a concert in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and like Lagos, Nigeria, like the music scene there is popping. Lagos, Nigeria is highly developed. It's a lot of money down there, but they paid Kim Kardashian $500,000 to stand on stage for 45 seconds and then watch this show for 45 minutes. She got paid $500,000 just for coming out and watching a show, and I'm like, for what? Like what? I don't. What's the point?
$500,000. Did you do the math on how much you get paid a second, bro? Like she got. That's crazy. That's like somewhere $1,000
Was that
a second.
45 seconds, or did she have to be doing basically an hour appearance?
She had to chill at the show and watch, sit in the crowd for 45 minutes, but she was only on stage for 45 seconds, and she only said 2 words.
2 words.
Hi and bye.
Yeah, she said hi.
No, cut the check. That's what she said.
Wow.
So it's $250K a word.
Basically,
That's what Kim K is getting nowadays.
That's what Kim K is getting nowadays.
Buy or sell? Is she worth it? Did they talk about the event? How many people were at the event?
It didn't even say from what I saw.
Say that was the biggest thing that's ever happened there.
To
Kim
somebody
K.
that was worth it. Somebody fronted that money.
Right.
Because, and I mean, just the fact that she could even have the audacity to say, I will come to your event and sit down for 45 minutes, and my fee for that, no, it's not 100,000. No, we can't do that. I need at least 250 and up. Like,
I want $500,000.
that's outrageous. But you got I don't have a problem with it because I respect the hustle that she has turned herself into an icon, and I can demand. To me, that's Michael Jackson type money. I can demand Michael Jackson type money just to come to your event for less than an hour and then go home and shoot another worthless reality show. It's unbelievable. But respect the hustle. She put it together.
Oh yeah.
She started from the bottom for real.
Literally.
She at the top.
Oh man.
She started on her back.
It's like, I'm not mad at Kim Kardashian because that's like magic, from where she came from, and everybody know that she don't do nothing. Everybody know that, but everybody still want a piece of her. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
She don't do nothing. I think she put out a single. I didn't
I didn't even know she put out a single.
She put out a single. I heard it. I mean, I don't remember. It wasn't memorable.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you buy or sell the single. But
Sell.
Sell?
It's on fire. I could throw that thing away.
Right.
I couldn't give it to you if I wanted to. So I am buying it because this is why I'm buying Kim K getting $500K in Africa. Because you gotta respect the hustle. It's not what you're worth, it's what you can negotiate.
Right.
And that's what America is about. She has brought American values to the world. That's what we are about. This is capitalism at its finest.
Right.
Oh,
You don't have to do nothing. If somebody can pay you to sit there
Her demand is that high.
that high, there's not a supply. There's only one Kim Kardashian. The supply is limited. Her time is expensive.
I wonder what Chloe could have got out of him.
Kim
Chloe wouldn't have got nothing.
Yeah.
Chloe's not liked like Kim is though. I don't know what it is. You can ask anybody and they'd be like, Chloe, ew, no, not Chloe.
What?
Give me Kim. Give me a pregnant Kim. I don't care. Like they don't care.
A Costco membership. That's how much you can get Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian
What's
for.
the other one?
Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
Either I mean, I'll settle for Courtney, of course. If I get off the list, I don't know Courtney's situation back and forth. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose, it'd be Courtney.
We should buy or sell the sisters. Now,
Buy or sell. Which ones am I buying? I am buying Kim K, of course, but buy or sell Kim K being too sexually adventurous. She's only been. I think I can only list 5. Let's list the guys that I think I know Kim Kardashian been with.
see, I don't even want to know why I know that. Like, she just, man. See that's where reality and all the everybody likes to be in other people's mixes and tweeting and that's sidebar to me. She turned that into $500,000 for 45 minutes in Africa. And they paid for the flight. Probably in some old
That's crazy.
over there. So, man, I'm dying to go to Africa.
You
I'm
dying?
gonna have to pay
Hey,
and do everything under the sun. And they flying her over there for a minute on stage. Wow.
A minute. She didn't turn the whole sidebar hustle. She probably been with 5 dudes. I think of Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, Ray J, Kanye. 6-7 dudes, but she didn't turn 6-7 dudes into like a whole Chris Humphries. You know what I'm saying? It's a very thing. Like, do you think we judge her too hard because of the reality TV thing? Going back to that, then we judge her because she's on TV too much.
I mean,
That's a good question.
yeah, I mean, I think that I don't think we judge her too hard, but I think it is because we're able to see everything. She's out in the media all the time, not necessarily just the reality TV, but she's always in the in the media, in the limelight. But I feel that kind of comes with the territory.
All right, real quick, we want to buy or sell on All-Star Weekend. Buy or sell, I want to hear yes or no from everybody. Buy or sell NBA All-Star Weekend as an experience.
Bye.
You talking about this last one or overall?
Last weekend.
The
4
last
days ago.
one, man, I'd hate to. I didn't get to really check it all like I wanted to, but from what I'm hearing, it was definitely not a buy.
ooh. I can say I wasn't impressed by the dunk contest. I saw maybe like 2 or 3 dunks that I got hyped for. The All-Star game, yeah.
There's only one. According to the stat I just heard, only one dude was in rotation. Eric Bledsoe was the only guy that's actually in like the top 8 rotation. That was in the dunk contest. The champion's not even in the top 8 rotation. He doesn't even get off the bench on a nightly basis.
No tick.
No tick.
But he can dunk.
He can dunk by herself.
In the warm up.
Completely sell it.
Can we sell by
The whole thing. I mean, because the real slam dunk contest is the All-Star game itself.
Right.
And then you're going to have people shooting the 3-pointers, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. There's no defense in the All-Star game. But that's what makes the All-Star game great anyway. Then, the 3-point contest was okay. They were scoring like under 20.
Right.
The slam dunk contest, there's no creativity
It's
anymore. Plus,
too many attempts.
yeah, and it's like, it's not bracketed. So they had this new format, and plus, you getting a bunch of guys who don't even play in the games. Skills contest, it's like whatever, man. I completely sell it. The whole thing.
They really need to tweak it. I mean, I buy it to a degree. I mean, I still, of course, want to keep it around, but they need to find ways to tweak it. Take some events out. Maybe the skills challenge was kind of worthless. That slam dunk, they be getting 1,000 attempts. I mean,
they only getting $25K. What if they made $1 million? You think we could actually get some starters if they made it $1 million?
Nah, I think it's just we've watched probably the best All-Star slam dunk contest already. We've already seen, Vince just destroy one. You know what I'm saying? Even Jason Richardson out. Like they're the ones I've seen that I'm like, okay, I don't know if there's too many more, and they're already starting to feel like that. So when Dwight started jumping and putting on capes and throwing the ball through the hoop, it's like it's not even really dunking anymore. He's 6'11", like we don't have a Spud Webb no more. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just like, wow.
See,
look at this.
When I think on that, I think I would rather see a dunk contest with the personalities. I think I watch because of the personalities, right? You watch because you want to see what LeBron looks like. You want to watch because you want to see what Vince Carter looks like when he's dunking. I would want to watch because I want to see what Kobe Bryant is looking. Mm-hmm. So for that, because there's no personalities, I'm selling All-Star Weekend by buying Kevin Hart winning MVP because I love Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is the funniest dude in the world right now to me. I think funniest dude in the world right now is Kevin Hart, and I love him in the All-Star contest. I was at KP just watching at KP's crib watching it for like 30 seconds, and Kevin Hart was just talking about Michael Westbrook pants being the top 2 worst pants of all time, and I had to agree. but Kevin Hart is a fool. So buying Kevin Hart, selling All-Star Weekend.
All-Star. I'm buying Kyrie's crossover on the cat. It broke his ankle. I'm buying that.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, man, he did him wrong. Like, wrong. Peel back and step back and splash the three.
Hey, I was proud of Kyrie Irving, man. He brought home that 3-point contest. I want to know, what do y'all think, buy or sell, just off topic, buy or sell LeBron James coming back to Cleveland after his contract is up in Miami?
I thought about this like 4 times. Like, man, in the big scheme of things, if they were to win, maybe 2 more, right? Let's say he gets 3. Then he comes back and tries to bring the city wood. That makes sense to me. Like, I know that some people will never, ever, no matter what he does. I mean, no matter what he does, they ain't gonna forgive him. They hate how everything about him going forward. But then there are gonna be some of those people who remember the dominant player that he was. How he took Cleveland from nobody wants to watch this team to everybody watching them, winning, having the best league. They clowning on the sidelines, taking pictures. He built that franchise back up. Now, yeah, he tore him down when he left. But if he could come back and bring them a ring, maybe all won't be forgiven, but it'll go a long way in his legacy as a good dude, because they're going to feel like, yeah, he left to go get it. But in the long run, he brought us one, and that's all we needed.
I think I'm buying it if LeBron buys the Cavs. LeBron James is gonna have to buy the Cavs with that
Gilbert
sneaker money.
Gotta get out the way. I feel.
Yeah, he
I
got to buy
forgot
it.
that hate, that
the
crazy,
that crazy hate still exists.
the
I think
slave master mentality that
he had
he
to
came
buy out.
with.
He had to buy out the plantation and come back. That's the only way that he's going to be able to come back. In my mind, that's the only way I can see it happening. Because if you're LeBron, would you want to come back to an organization that's dysfunctional? If you just left working at like, I feel like he's like a scoring employee. Like, he left like a telemarketing company, and like, he don't want to come back. He just had a successful career as a banker, and you ask him to go back and sell subscriptions to Playboy. He's just not gonna. It's just not going to happen. He's just not going to come back.
I think LeBron cares about his image, though, and that's one thing that he really doesn't want to, but I think he does care. And even little small stuff like Kobe blocking his shot at the end of the game, I think that those little things affects him a little more than he wants to let on, and he would like to definitely handle that situation in Cleveland totally different, but it's too late. So maybe, again, it's a lot of if-withs, could maybes, but I could see it if everything works together. If you don't go to my Knicks, all right, go to Cleveland.
Don't go to the Knicks.
Madison Square? What do you mean? If he doesn't, if Miami, if he gets him 2-3 and he can't come back to the crib, the next big, he's not going to LA. So all them can stop that. He's going to go to New York. That's where he's going to go. You remember, DJ Breakdown said it first here at Heartland. When he announces when he does it the same way, it goes to New York. Remember where you heard it first.
I remember that. I'm gonna remember that. But I'm going to sell him going to New York City because
he better not go to Memphis or some bull.
Because he got it too good. I think he got it too good in
Miami.
And Knicks
nowhere.
is, even if he goes back to the Knicks, he might as well just go back to Cavs because they both run dysfunctionally.
What?
Yes.
Man, you gotta be kidding me. The Mecca, get out of here.
The ownership, I don't like the Knicks ownership, man. They gonna hire Isaiah Thomas again. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna hire Isaiah Thomas and everybody's just gonna freak. And then LeBron just gonna be like, oh, I ain't seen this story before.
Watch out for the Knicks this year.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Buy or sell the Knicks this year.
I'll say the season. Hey, the season.
Sale.
The season don't start into the playoffs, but right now is when it's about to heat up after All Star. So we gonna see. We shall see.
Hey, don't count on Chi-Town.
D-Rose gonna come back.
D-Rose not coming
Super
back.
sale.
Super sale.
Been on sale since D-Rose last year, now.
Coming back in the playoffs and come back. He's gonna surprise everybody. That's how I feel.
You know what? I am rooting for him though, man. I hate how all that went down, man. Like, I really feel for Rose. and it's gonna be a while before they like gel back together. So, to me, it's gonna be really tough to come back from LA. Adrian Peterson did a miraculous job, and people thinking like, oh yeah, you gonna come.
Adrian Peterson just a special person, bro.
Right.
That
Freaking nature. Adrian Peterson looks like the Incredible Hulk. You ever seen Adrian Peterson dress up as the Hulk? I'm gonna post a picture now on my Twitter @whoisdjb of Adrian Peterson. His Halloween costume was him dressed in green body paint with ripped purple pants on as the Incredible Hulk. Adrian Peterson is a man beast. I'm pretty sure he's mixed with like half lion or something like that. He is not a normal person. So everybody, we talking about D Rose. He ain't nobody else gonna bounce back like Adrian Peterson. Nobody's gonna come back and be MVP of the league after tearing your knee up like all day. But we talking about gelling. We talking about everybody coming together. Thank everybody for coming together for HeartlandHipHop.com. I'm your man @whoisdjb. We have the man, the myth, the legend,
Robbie P. At Robert Pasker. Holler at me.
Hey, happy early birthday to Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that. Hey, come out to Doug's Thursday night. We're going to celebrate. We're going to kick it.
That's what's up.
Thirsty Thursday. What's good?
I hesitate to call him the legend because I feel like that would date himself. But this man, the man that had saw Eminem with a bald head rapping in a battle in Cincinnati.
I saw Eminem when he was born.
They shared a Skyline hot dog together. At DJ Breakdown, tell them where they can catch you at this week and how they can get in contact with you on social media.
Yeah, check me out east this Friday. I'm at Magoo's. We're gonna have a good little time. Place where the grown and sexy step out, have a good time. Have drink specials 2 for $1 till 12. Hit me up on Twitter at DJ Breakdown. I got you. And then Saturday night, the city will be crazy. Woo. Fabulous will be in the building. Hennessy Moet. I mean, that Saturday, every now and then you have an event like you really like. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I'm gonna tune it out after I say it because I'm gonna just let Saturday get here and let the.
You sound like Christmas. This sound like Christmas. Like, you know what? Man, too much anticipation.
I don't want to think about Christmas yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's gonna be crazy and let the fiasco begin.
Yes, I can't wait. I last time they had something that big, I think when they had Rick Ross at the used to be the mansion, and everybody that had left there, I was there passing out flyers, and I remember everybody left there looked like everybody had drunk a bottle of champagne, smoked a blunt, and went swimming, then left the club. It was just
turned all the
way up, like he was hitting cartwheels out the club. It was just crazy.
Round off one hand,
turn up. The most turned up you could ever be in life.
All right, at K513P on Instagram.
The coolest cat, best dressed.
I'm just here chilling. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Want to give a special shout out my homeboy in Cleveland at Jay Bellagio.
Thanks, Jay Bellagio. He been down for
on
a
Instagram.
long time.
And my people's in Alabama, Mike, Shanae. They been long time listeners and supporters.
Definitely KP, one of the best dressed people in the city. Details, what's up?
Yeah, you can hit me up on Twitter at Lex Drew Thor. Also on Instagram at Lex Drew Thor. You can hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Drew C. Taylor. You know what I'm saying? More to come from Lex Drew Thor. Shout out to DJ Brandon right here. Don't know what to call you anymore, man. You can change your name.
DJ Brandon.
DJ Brandon.
Yep, I'm rocking with it. It feels good.
Who is DJ B?
Who is DJ B? Surprised that wasn't taken. I'm very surprised that Who is DJ B was not taken on some social media. So I won today. Thank you, Lex. Details on the details always the support engineer, very much a part of the team.
Yes, sir.
I always want to say, may all your pain be champagne, may all your tears be tears of joy. This is Heartland Hip Hop. You can catch us again Tuesday, 8 o'clock on HeartlandHipHop.com on WRTA Radio and your TuneIn radio apps. Thank everybody for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Yes, sir.